the Android in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. I put it in your pocket.
Oh, shit. That's fine.
Sony Ericsson. That's what you're using. I'm just playing.
I had a Sony Ericsson. That joint was fire.
I love Sony Ericsson.
That joint had infrared, boy. Infrared, bro.
The games are
you put your phone to Mari, bro.
The games are Sony Ericsson to transfer.
Bro, I had
Is it not
36. Yeah, you have like a 36 MB.
Let's talk about flip.
Yeah, let's talk
We are back, we are back again.
Season 2, episode 2 this time.
Yeah, with our boys.
With our boys, you know, Nigerians.
Star boy teams.
Alright, so then we drinking.
Okay. We don't support Wizkid.
We know we support him, but we love him. But like, oh my god, bro. Take care of the family.
Take care of the kids.
No, chill. Come on, boy.
I'm your host. Come on. I'm your host as usual. I'm your host as usual, Nicky Williams. Got my boy
Richard Matthew.
Boy. I'm Chuka.
Yeah, we're here with
Chuka.
Oh wow, Valentine. And my boy MJ.
Star boy.
We out here. Alright, so we got just some basic stutter home.
Starter home.
So
we're about to pour up.
For the boys.
I'm gonna need that water though.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that H2O.
We don't drink water on this show.
Just make sure you fill my cup, that's all.
Oh, nah. What's going on in your life that we have to drink?
You don't mind. It's not
Let me get that water though.
Just fill my cup for me.
I don't drink.
You're just a drunk.
Like a buzzkill. Why you have to be a buzzkill?
Nah, but you know I'm lit, bro. You know I stay turn.
Yeah.
Come on now. I'll be too tight.
Why are you sitting first?
Here you go.
What kind of host are you?
What kind of host are you?
Give me my team, please. It's yours.
Episode 2.
Those two episode 2.
Mind your business.
Yeah, just wine it. Wine your waist. That's what I there.
Wine your waist.
What about
There's ice in the fridge, bro.
Okay, so
there's already purified water.
So before MJ will come, I want Chuka and Val to tell us about themselves and everything. So we'll start with you, Chuka.
What's good? Follow me on Snap, CHUK88881. Follow me on Instagram, That's Striker. You already know. I'm Igbo.
Igbo 10. No, you're about demons on this side. Igbo angel.
Don't stop that. Stop that.
It's about Wizkid, man. You're about demons.
Pan-African, man.
Man from Anambra.
We African.
Beautiful. With the so lovely. Right?
He's a what?
Anambra people are the nicest people, though. Like one of the nicest people.
Stop. Lots of people are the nicest, my guy.
Oh, hell no.
No. I mean, my mom's from Plateau.
Who said that?
Who says that?
Plateau people. Bro, have you met them?
I never met them.
Bro, you met my mom.
I never met
They're
them.
lovely, bro. They take it like it's love, my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You drinking Merlot? Is that how you said this?
Merlot.
Man,
Well, you're not posh.
Definitely not posh. He don't live that posh life. So
Yeah, from Cali.
It tastes pretty good.
Chuka was telling us about himself before the cockroach interrupted. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, like I said, my name is
You gotta speak up,
Chuka.
man.
I'm
This is a
Igbo.
talk show. Speak up, bro.
I get it, bro.
Put your chest out, bro.
Yeah, big guy. At your big age.
Publish your big chest.
Okay, so my name is Chuka, Igbo. No Yoruba people allowed here. Oh, let's not say that. Okay,
Please.
No tribalism, but
Yeah, bro. None of that federal character.
it's the Igbo community here, so let's indulge each other. But yeah.
Thank you, Chama. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
DJ Valentine.
My turn.
DJ Freaky Vibe.
Don't let this man be
May the Lord be with you guys.
I'm with your girl too, man.
Shout out to
She don't we hang with. Shout out to your
Yeah.
She don't we hang
Shout out
with.
to baby. That's it.
love.
That's cute.
Introduce yourself now.
You guys know me now.
Sure. The camera does not, the people out there does not know you.
Smelly, bro. Oh no.
My name shit.
Speaking for this show.
Who's the pigeon?
Nobody not that flat with the balcony, Chris. They go let today, bro. Now we get something, man. I go let one.
Anyways, yo, man, Valentine, and I'm Igbo, and I'm just stayed all day. Fine boys, no pimples. Shit, what else? Follow me on Instagram, VAL_NEMO, and Snapchat, same thing too.
Hey, one more shout out to my cinnamon apple angel. You're alright.
Man, they turned this into a love show.
Bro, this is not a love show. Just shout your babes. Shout your babes out and sit down.
What's the word is
Shout your babes out and sit down.
Wow.
Turn your face for it. Don't turn your face for it.
Yeah, you and
Wait, MJ, come on now, introduce
This
yourself.
one isn't enough for me.
What's going on, y'all?
You need more? Let me know when you want more, man.
Yeah, my name is MJ. Yeah, these are my guys, man. You know, we out here. Hell yeah.
3 years straight, 4 years, about 4 years.
Bro, it's been a minute, low key, man. We know each other for a while now, man. You know
what it is.
But yeah, man, I've been away for a long time, but I just moved back down to Atlanta now, so.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
What made you make that move?
Hey, I needed to see my folk, man. I needed to see people. I needed to see more of this, man. I was out in the movies out in West Virginia, man.
Yeah, play with Clara
Bro.
and Antonia.
Nah, I never played with them, man. Can't contaminate the bloodline, you feel me? But yeah, so yeah, man, I'm African. I'm a heavy Pan-Africanist.
The black man blood.
Hell yeah, you know.
The strength of the black man blood.
Yeah, I'm a stylist. I got a clothing brand, so my boys, you know.
Stay fresh, man. We're not talking about like y'all type of fresh. Cause y'all be on some other shit. This is that real shit.
Nah, this is my playing, man. But yeah, but like I'm just trying to like, you know, learn the streets, know people, network.
Nah, you standard, bro.
His
proper stylist.
Look at this guy.
Bro is standard. Y'all dress like trash.
Nah. But yeah, me and my boys started a clothing brand. We're trying to rebrand, trying to get that out
What's
here.
it called, bro?
It's Dapper Clothing, man. Dapper Clothing.
Dapper clothing.
The Dapper way.
The
Dapper
Two
way.
stores.
Who can be fresher than the Dapper?
The Dapper way.
Come on, man. You
Hey,
gotta get right.
Y'all want to talk
Get you
about? Let's talk about fall fashion first. This is like fall.
Oh my gosh.
What's y'all's go-to this year?
This is the best.
I need that Gucci mink.
Nah,
I need that Gucci mink.
Do you see this coat?
That's what I want to see.
Autumn, winter is the best season
Definitely,
to dress.
yeah,
I know my Chelsea boots.
I'm not gonna play. Yeah. Chelsea boots.
I know Chelsea boots.
Like,
I like Chelsea.
Thank you.
I mean, if you want to do boots, bro,
This sound like Chelsea boots.
do the YS,
The one he's been wearing since 1942.
man. This man savage.
But for real though,
Nah.
Chelsea boots.
What would you like recommend instead of Chelsea
Doc
boots?
Martens, 100%. Doc
Oh,
Martens.
yeah.
You can never go wrong with
Yeah.
that. You can never go wrong with
Staples, man. Staples. You gotta have the staples.
Yeah.
Like Doc Martens are staples.
Clarks, yeah, there's some good Clarks.
Clark does the boots. I like Clark.
And he used it with 700.
Oh no! Don't run up
If you can pull it, if you can pull it off.
Nike got some good boots too. They got the Desert Eagle boots.
Yeah.
Desert Eagle, oh,
Yeah.
fuck with
Yeah.
those.
Okay.
What else? I think this year I'm trying to go for more denim jackets, but like colored denim jackets. You know, like not regular.
Like
just
Pharrell?
blue. I'm trying to get like, you know.
First of all,
Like
you
beige.
need to get cold
tonals.
It ain't.
I'll tell you guys this. This is the biggest tip you need for the fall, man. Tones. Tonal clothing. You don't need to go like crazy spectrums. Just find out like earthly tones, you know, and then comfortable clothes, man. It's really what and layers. If you can learn a layer, you gotta layer right.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Some people be trying.
I'm really trying to be cozy this.
That's my vibe, man.
Yeah, the cozy vibe. Yeah,
Today's the first day of fall, right?
You look mad cozy.
Yeah, you gotta be comfortable, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like silhouettes, man. Silhouettes, that's one thing I pay. Yeah. Well, that's one thing I pay attention to a lot.
Leather jackets, get them
Get
now.
that peak coat.
Get the leather jackets.
I ain't talking like we got big coat. Boy, have you ever seen a big coat?
Peak coat.
Have you seen a peacoat? You have one.
We don't wear peacoats anymore.
Why
Yeah,
not?
peacoats is done, bro.
Why? I like because I still think they're classy.
It's over with, bro.
It's because everybody wore them.
Yeah, and a lot of people wore them wrong. That's the thing too, man. Everybody's
Why? Is it the
okay,
colors? Why would you say wrong?
Yeah.
Why would you say wrong?
Turtlenecks is out here getting overdid too. Y'all let them turtlenecks go. But I would still bring mine out.
So fresh, yeah.
Still break out the turtleneck.
You got to. I love roll necks and turtlenecks.
I got all colors, bro.
But you just got to do it different.
Yeah, I need to get turtlenecks. I need to get like probably three, like three, like a brown, a black, and a blue.
I say if you wear a turtleneck,
Yeah, navy blue. Navy blue is a staple
you
color.
got a pair. No, you got cream color too though.
Cream.
That's why I said brown, but it was actually cream on neck. So yeah.
But personally, when I wear the turtleneck, I like to pair it with some specs. You know
What
Get
about
that,
ripped jeans?
that nice little
Ripped jeans
take
in the
care
fall?
look.
Looking like okay.
That
Looking
take
like
care look.
I just said what about ripped jeans?
What about ripped jeans before?
Yeah,
Ripped jeans.
I don't think ripped jeans will ever go out of style.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but I mean, we're down here in Georgia, so it's different, man. If y'all was up in West Virginia trying to do the ripped jeans, my dude, like.
Your knees are
Your knees, your knees, say bye-bye.
Definitely clap.
Yeah, that's not happening, man. Yeah, you gotta have them thermals in and whatnot, man. But like, yeah, you can do that earlier in the fall before it gets like mad late and whatnot.
I don't know ripped jeans.
Oh, you're gonna wear cargo pants?
Yeah, I'm gonna get more cargo pants. Like going to get around.
Yeah, low-key, I don't even wear jeans. I don't
Get some
really
chinos.
mess with jeans too much anymore, man.
Yeah, I feel like
I like not wearing for like pants, man.
Like, I'm trying to get more pants too.
Yeah, like like different styles of pants. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm really tedious about my pants the way they fit.
Mhm,
That's
exactly,
why I like to wear
exactly.
I still like
Tedious.
jeans.
It'd be hard. It'd be meticulous.
Yeah, meticulous. Yeah.
I like jeans on me. I feel like jeans, like when I don't want to dress, just store jeans.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if I just wear pants all the time, like I don't like putting like, you see, like people are like, oh, this is my style, but you make yourself like one way. I like whatever I want to put on, bro. Like
For some reason, I like joggers. I don't know why.
always
Joggers are comfortable. Yeah, this man stay in the joggers, man.
Always joggers. When you see him in the streets, joggers.
Let me take classic Val fit.
Yeah.
V-neck.
Loafers.
And some sweats with the what's called with the thing at the little like elastic thing at the bottom.
Yeah. Simple. You just see my style it was iPhone and just type it.
No, but for real,
With a big pen.
we have to actually,
With a big pen.
guys, we have to actually acknowledge this guy, give him like a moment of silence because regardless of how trends have changed over the years, this might
Stay the same. Of course. Legit. Stop that.
Valentine has become a
He's
staple.
proper. He's proper.
He's becoming a staple. The guy said, I
That's
don't
the on the
care.
game.
Yeezys, yeah, I don't care.
Once you see
can
Val,
throw
you
that-
know he style that shit.
You already know it, man. You stay with it, man.
That's the definition of style though.
Yeah. Nah, but I really feel like this, like, what do you guys think of this baggy trend that's coming back, man?
I must say the same thing.
Yeah.
What do I think about the baggy trend?
Yeah.
I don't think it's for everybody.
I don't mind the baggy
Facts,
trend.
facts,
I don't
facts.
think.
I don't mind the
I
baggy.
don't mind, bro. I like it because I like the contrast. We had that skinny shit, the skinny shit for a long
Yo, I
time.
rocked Jesus.
I killed it, bro.
But it,
Okay, I like the
but it
confidence.
depends on
Yeah,
how
kill
baggy.
that.
How baggy.
How bad you
How baggy we
Like
talking?
dad jeans, man. You know, like the whole trend now is like dad shoes. You know, Balenciaga,
Skechers.
Triple S.
If I'm going baggy, I like cargos, bro. I'm gonna wear my cargo.
I think I'm not gonna fall in that like baggy denims. I'm not gonna fall into the baggy jeans. I'm just gonna give about cargo like this.
This shit, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something like this, but like with the baggy, nah.
I think the baggy denim is more for like the women.
I never like from a little kid. I never liked baggy clothes. Like when I was little, they always buy me big clothes.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll tell me
And you grow into it.
Oh my God, yo!
That's how you know you're Nigerian,
Yeah, bro, like,
yo, them parents they be buying clothes for like years.
Traumatized.
They looking like
Don't buy these clothes when you're 20 years old. They'll tell you you're going to grow into that shit. You'll be honestly looking like national flag on the shirt like this. Like, wait.
Alright,
I'm
so
straight.
come in the streets.
That's why I never like baggy clothes. If my clothes is like just too big, I just get upset. Like I need like to fit it. Traumatized. I'm traumatized. That's it.
This man still feeling it, bro.
I'm still feeling it too now.
It's okay.
But like, I like the baggy stuff, but now like I'm into like bigger shirt.
Yeah.
Like
The long sleeves.
like 2 extra, like don't wear.
Bro, I'll tell you this one thing, man. Me and Val, this guy, me and him, like we rock these slim fit tees, my guy. We were, like Zara, I'm sure they tired of me, bro. I was in that thing all the time, but you know Zara, the extra large it still fits like a small.
Hell yeah.
You know, but like,
the European size.
I grew out of that, man. Now it's just like I want like cozy fitting clothes, like
I feel like I have more
extra
I'm
large.
getting more shirts. Like
I feel like
Yeah, exactly.
everybody is just tired because blood is not flowing. Blood is not flowing. You guys, buddy.
It's not everybody's like getting to that point.
It's just
where,
tight.
like,
Everything is
like
tight.
style is starting to like become. It's starting to merge with more personality. You know, like
You think
people
so?
I don't know, man. Like for me at least.
I mean,
like, I'm starting to become more in touch with different parts of myself. So like what I'm putting on my body is like expressing how I feel.
That's how it's supposed to be.
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But I don't feel like that goes on like everybody else. Because like when I'm on campus, I see like those little shorts that the girls wear now everywhere. It's like
Something like the Spanx shorts.
yeah, those. I'm like, yo, why does everywhere I go in school? It's like, bro, why do y'all have the same thing on?
Like
Like
they want their ass out.
but they ain't got no ass though.
No. It's not even. That's not even a problem. That's not even an issue.
When
The
they
issue.
do, when they want to show it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
For attention.
But I'm saying like, but it's like everybody,
all-
everywhere you go, everybody has the same
Like,
thing.
if you ask him, thingy, like, you be like,
Hispanic jokes.
So that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it's everywhere. Like y'all not gonna wear something else.
And then they come at you funny. They look at you funny when you come
That's
at
because
them
people
like
don't have their own
trying
style, bro.
yeah, people like
Well.
trying to copy somebody else.
If I slap you now, I don't know.
Whoa.
This guy.
He gonna be doing the
This
slap.
guy is so rough.
He gonna be doing the Mac in. I'm gonna be chilling or something.
This whole Wizkid.
Definitely
thing,
still.
bro.
Oh yeah,
This
Wizkid.
guy dropped his hot bone.
Wizkid.
Wizzy.
First of all, Wizkid, like yo,
Maybe that.
I honestly, I mean, we came to a conclusion that like Wizkid was not the bad guy in the situation.
It's hard for me to talk about.
First of all,
I love Wizkid, man.
When I
We all love Wizkid. We grew up on Wizkid.
I love Wizkid. Like when I first heard what happened, I didn't know what happened. But I was like, shit, whatever Wizkid did.
I actually don't know what happened.
I was like,
Yeah.
whatever Wizkid did. It's
Yeah, he did.
It's a big moment, man. Whatever they say he did.
He's like,
I'm like,
He didn't do that shit.
That's
like,
that power,
that
man.
shit. I'm like, you didn't do it.
He didn't
Right.
do that
I
shit.
went back and I read that story.
They have the proof.
Okay, somebody actually tell me what is the story.
First of all,
I heard about it, but
she
I don't know
wrote
what
the
it
whole
is.
book and a half.
Why not? Start from the beginning, bro.
His baby mama.
His first baby mama.
Oh,
Yeah.
shorty with a 7-year-old boy.
Yeah, that was
So what did he do? He denied the kid or what?
No, from what she's saying, it looks like he wasn't taking care of the kid and he wasn't
paying
giving
child support.
But
attention.
he put her in England. Didn't he like put her?
That's the thing though. But from her point,
Okay.
from her side of the story, what I read is that she was being neglected. The child, if the child wants to FaceTime, he will say, "I can't do it right now."
Oh, damn.
You know,
That's a fucking.
that kind of shit.
Me,
you know?
I feel she's thirsty. I feel she wants Wizkid. Like
Whoa.
Wizkid,
Valentine.
Wizkid, do not say
Valentine.
words. What's this?
no, boss, pick your mouth.
In my opinion,
This man mad. I'm upset.
No, for real. No, in my
Why do you
opinion,
think she's thirsty, bro?
I think she wants Wizkid's attention like every time. Like
Right.
she's hitting him up every time.
I
Like,
bro,
Like
first-
I'm like
I agree with her. I'm
on
serious.
Wizkid's part, I feel he should like no matter what, no matter how busy you are, you should like spend more time with your kid. Like
I agree,
no
I
matter
agree.
what.
I agree, bro.
I know he's busy like 24/7. He's doing shows and
She
stuff.
was
but
forcing it.
he
That's
should,
the main
he
shit.
should,
to me,
he
she-
should find the time and spend time with the kid. But for the money thingy, he sends money. Guy, you see, I tell you, he sends like
She's
2
well
million.
2 million for flight, so
He says everything. I feel every time she's like hitting him up like,
Trying to
hey,
talk.
Ayo, this long
that.
ass price.
Is that his real name?
Yeah.
The nigga replying you, okay, I'm sitting here
Ayo,
like
Ayo,
writing the whole shit like, man, nah, I feel she's doing too much.
no,
Like,
she be trying to familiarize with him.
exactly, she wants to like,
But my guy, what other level of familiarity or closeness?
No,
if you
guy.
get
I
into
said,
you have a
it's too
chance?
much.
saying,
It's too
That's what I was trying to say until I read the
yeah, like
the actual stuff. It's like she shot herself in the foot. Like you're talking to somebody and you know clearly that person is busy. If you're like a rapper or artist, whatever,
No, but
you don't have time to be checking your phone all the time.
Every time.
You're
You can't
performing.
do that.
You have people, fans. You know, it's just
But
a
apart from
lot.
that, it's like
No, but
you're branding your
Wizkid
flying
said
a lot,
that
dude.
their conversation is only meant to be.
For the kid,
About the
see,
boy, 'cause
yeah.
we had a relationship. That makes sense. That makes sense.
She'll be like, ayo, this. She'll be like, where's what's his name? Tife.
Yeah, T-Fair. Shout out to
Where's
Zion.
where's T?
Shout out to Zion. Find out, baby.
When can I talk every time? Like that's the only thing. She go write long paragraph. The only thing we go talk. Say. Where's T?
I might be begin.
Yeah, what she wants to like do this one. Ask her how you doing.
This is like recently. This is recent or
Yeah.
like,
I don't know.
No, this is like from like probably like January till now. You know, like
honestly, I'll say this, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like honestly, I think what it is, right, is because I've noticed it because I follow Wizkid's Instagram or whatever, social media, and I think it's because he's been putting a lot of his new babies on his social media. He didn't do that with the first one.
He didn't do that with the first
because
one.
at first he had it when he was like coming up, still struggling,
Like
you know,
2 years.
like a long time ago. You feel me? And like it was different. Now he's like an international star, you know, and like he knows who he is.
So that
He's become
publicity now.
I don't think it's publicity. I think it's like he's like, this is who I am. This is my child, you know. And it's a baby, you know. Like you carry a baby, you hold a baby. It's not like he's gonna carry that T-Fat guy and put him on his shoulder. Like I mean, his
Like I'm saying, like
his baby's like the
that
same size as
makes
him right now.
That
you know?
makes sense.
Like, I'm saying, I understand what she's saying, I understand, but at the same time, I feel she's doing too much. Like, she wants his attention every time. It's not possible. He's busy 24/7. Like,
She still got feelings.
That is
She still got
like,
feelings, man. That's it.
like, I understand. And to me, I know Wizkid is doing his best. Like, he's always like saying, let me talk to Tife, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Let me FaceTime. This tickets, you're like, which flight do you want? Air France, this one. He gave her like a whole list, choose one.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, she went to the one with the highest amount. And you were like, okay, good. And that was like, what, $2 million? And
$2 million for a flight?
Yeah.
$2 million. I booked it that period.
Who
Why
sell
is
out?
a flight $2 million though?
Nigga,
really is.
hell yeah, nigga.
Fuck.
If you convert American currency to Nigerian currency, it's a lot.
$1 is $360.
I know that, but still, though, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy, it
That
is.
shit was like, bro, it was high. So I think
Stay
it's
hydrated,
best,
friends.
but at the same time, I feel he should just, me personally, I think he should look for time and like spend more time. Even when it's in Nigeria, it's really like, okay, let me
Let me
come
come
from
and speak
school. I
on-
said,
let me
yeah,
see
let
it.
me come from school long time. Like, but I know it's been a long time, and he's not the new kid. You understand? So
Yeah, that's really what it is. I think that's where
Wizkid's
the
attention
drama's
is,
from.
as in, no matter what, and I'm sure the other kids that are here, they're here in America, right? Zion. Yeah, so Zion is here, so he's
So when he's doing a lot of like
Yeah.
trips and whatnot, he's seeing
He's
it.
just take Zion or the other kid, but I don't think. I just think he should do better, spending more time. But he's just the only time.
I don't know, but I just feel like it's hard whenever you have like a family with children with different moms. You know, it's just always a situation because like
If
as
you
soon
can
as
avoid that at all costs, I just don't do that.
Just like I know Davido spends time. Davido spends time with all the kids. Like I don't know if it was. I don't know how it was before, but
he has two now, right?
Yeah,
He has two girls, right? Yeah.
And he spends time with them, and like he says he's really gonna stop everything to like spend time with them, birthdays. I know.
I heard David was like
Wizkid-
1 year, right?
He was born here now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wizkid never attended any of Ife's birthday, which I think is wrong. Which I think is
Wow.
wrong. No matter
No,
what.
this
I would
All 7 tries,
Yeah,
my
no,
guy.
They said,
Nah, that's
they
a.
said he doesn't know Tife's birthday.
Yeah, that was what she said. That was
That's
what she
what she
said.
said.
That was what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Oh my guy.
But everybody, nobody knows Wizkid's part. He's not saying anything. Nobody knows if he knows his part.
We know his part. We know that it's his father, my
I know what I'm
guy.
saying.
Go
Like,
on Instagram and post Milan.
I know.
He went on the same
Because-
Post Dolce & Gabbana. You know more fashion. You know wearing fashion week every day. You don't know your child's
Drip.
They try.
hey,
They try.
that was what she said.
That's what she
Okay,
said.
okay.
Going on dates.
That's what she said.
Who do you go on dates with that model?
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, going on dates with Naomi Campbell.
Bro, Naomi Campbell's drilled, man. I know that.
All that.
Leave us Nigerians alone. What are you finding, man?
What's wrong with Naomi?
Bro, that's not all that down.
Out here looking for Nigerian money. It's not with
I
Skepta.
don't have any problem with Naomi. I think Naomi is pretty like.
She's pretty. No one's hating on her. And I respect her. She's old. She's old.
50 years old.
My mama's 50 something, my guy. Like, bro, she's the same age bracket with your mom.
Okay, what
And
age
Wizkid's
would
in
you
our
guys
age
consider
bracket.
old? What age?
Wizkid's our age bracket.
I know, what age would you consider old? 50?
Bro, hold on, my guy. Hold
Once
on,
you
bro.
reach 30,
Wait, but chill, bro. But listen.
Wait,
Naomi Campbell is old enough to give birth to Wizkid, bro.
Yeah, she is.
Two of whiskey.
No, him. She could have had him as
She
a
could've had
child.
him
It
as a
would have been
child.
like she was 13 or something, bro. She would have been like She would have been
25,
at least
26.
like
25, 26.
That's weird.
she would have been 22, 23.
That's weird.
I just feel that
That's wild, my
I just
guy.
feel just like the fashion thing. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
situation. But no, not even that, bro. But she's just out here like she's riding the clout of
Yeah,
Nigerians right now.
Nigerians.
Everybody's trying to be everybody's identifying with their roots now.
Oh yeah, no, that is
Nigerians.
It's a good conversation. Do you guys
Since
feel
that
bad?
World Cup
Do you
jersey.
guys are you guys upset when people try to like come on the African wave now? Like
Not at all. Not at all. I
I'm
love
all
it.
for it. I'm all for it. I love it.
I love
Let
it.
them come.
I saw the post.
let them come.
Let them come.
I saw the
African follow training faces.
about the African guy, the robot guy, the
Spider-Man guy or
the guy, the
engineer,
Apple,
robotics engineer.
Apple got his
I didn't see that. What's
his,
up?
He's the highest paid
He's the highest paid
robotics
robotic-
engineer.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
he's from Nigeria.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Oh.
And
We let it carry last night.
And this
Never.
girl, I did this girl from this love and hip hop, Yandy Smith. I don't know if anybody knows.
She didn't find out.
She just like she was like, man, she made a comment.
She lied that she was Nigerian.
No, she said that she was like, we're doing good something like that. And then was passionate like,
True.
like you know,
Oh,
Nigeria.
same.
I'm like,
Nah, stop that. We gotta stop that.
Yeah, I'm like, everyone was passionate like, so now you're
But you know
Nigerian.
Nigerians are like
She
super.
said she's Nigerian. She just said like we, because she said we.
But the
was
thing
like,
is this, guys.
That was trying to specific.
One thing that we need to do, I feel like our generation needs to get right is we need to we need to let go of all these differences that
Yeah,
you know,
man.
you're this, you're that. That's all I'm saying. Like this whole Nigeria, Yoruba demons, like stop all
I
that
know.
stereotyping
I know,
stuff,
yeah.
stereotypical stuff that just like separates us. Nigeria versus Ghana.
I agree.
Jollof.
That's what started
Not,
the Afro.
Nigerians did not make jollof rice.
Exactly.
Who
Ghanaians
makes-
did not.
who makes-
Senegalese people.
That's what I said. That's what I was
rice.
saying. Togo people saying that.
Like all one, like bro, your skin is this color, man. Or one.
That's what started Biafra in the first place, bro.
Like every African American originated from
He's
Africa.
right. Tribalism started in Biafra now.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. In all of this situation, right? You know the only person that's smiling, happy, and winning.
Generacionia bad.
That nigga that
White folks, man, the imperialists, you know, they're the ones that came and told us that you're different from me. They drew the lines. They sat down Berlin Conference of 1812 and divvied up Africa and said,
like pizza.
this guy just said, all you have to be able to do is say that if you want this, you have a claim to this land, you have to be able to take care of it, and that's all it was, you know. They who named Nigeria? It wasn't us.
Nigeria's not even
Lord Lugard, his wife, Lord Lugard's wife. Actually, she sat in Kogi State. Sat in Kogi State and said, and looked at the rivers and whatnot, and then they drew these lines, and they drew the lines of Africans just because of like their trade routes, man. And then we retained that till now, and we've allowed that to be our story. And then this whole colorism, light skin, dark skin, like stop all this nonsense, man.
Yeah,
We're one.
man, that's
We're one.
Hey,
one.
but still though, Nigeria is better than Canada.
Definitely.
He's petty. He's
No,
petty.
I just like I tried it. I didn't die.
I mean, I don't know.
I tried.
I tried. I didn't die. So.
Nah, for you though, think it
Listen, I'm Nigerian, but Ghanaians are the finest dancers, man. The footwork,
Hey,
my
Ghanaians-
I disagree.
Ghanaian women
I think Cameroonians dance better.
No, Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
But
Ghanaian women top
footwork,
five.
bro, Ghanaian women top. No, what am I saying? You gotta be saying women chill. Ghanaians got the best footwork, man. When Niger, hot swag, got riffy.
Oh, we got that money. That's what the money, bro.
Party don't start today. We out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. What's next?
I hear that.
I like our conversation. I like how we talk about like culture and everything. Because when we talk about like us being like in America here, because like I don't differentiate, but like you could pick like I could relate more to Val because like we stayed in the same period of time. Like when me and Val like have a conversation, we know certain places
Exactly.
that's like, oh, we've been there, you know, we're back home. But like with people here, the disconnect, like how do you feel like you're more disconnected with the Nigerians here that were born here and you were home before you came here?
Yeah.
Because I feel disconnected. Like I don't feel disconnected.
I wanted Chuka to go first.
I feel super like I feel like we know more about the culture, like, but we like resonate more with because when me and him were there, we always wanted to come here. We like everything that's here.
Yeah.
So like when people say, oh, we
on TV.
yeah,
I feel like this.
when people say, oh, we changed, we didn't change. It's like that's what we like. We were
You
influenced.
adapted.
We were influenced by here before.
Even before you came here,
You
so
know-
you got the personal, personify those dreams that you had.
Exactly.
Ideals and whatnot being in
Yeah. So how do you feel about like the disconnect when people or the ones that are here like they try to like be like
super Nigerian and say,
that's-
hey, well,
Like,
just trust me when I
It's a
come in.
compensation for
That's heavy. That's heavy.
that part that's missing. They longer for that part that's missing. It's just it's like an overcompensation.
Cause when I came here, everybody like FOB, you know.
Yeah.
fresh off the boat. That's what
I hate
FOB.
But now you want to
But now-
claim that you speak pidgin more than me, or you
right,
know
right,
roads.
right, right.
And African like Nigeria more than me.
Yeah.
You know? How do you guys feel about that?
First of all, I think there's no criteria to learning your culture, whether you're here or you're there. It's just that those that are fortunate to be in actual Nigeria can immerse themselves more how culture should be displayed, you know. Whether you were born here or you were born in that actual country, you know, culture is dynamic. You know, it flows across everything. So when people talk about, you know, the Nigerians that were born here and how they try so hard to, you know, they want to feel that culture
Identify.
Yeah, they want to identify with those over there, but you know, there's not really a connection because you know, the Nigerians at home don't want to accept them.
Right.
They don't want to give them room to immerse in the culture
But it's
fully.
It's weird because the Nigerians at home want to be American. The Americans here want to be Nigerian.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro.
And it wasn't exactly
I think it's
like
just
that
ego.
before.
I think it's just ego. Like
But it wasn't like that before.
It
Though.
wasn't like that before.
Because everybody, that whole FOB thing and
Yeah,
all
everybody-
the
nobody wanted to be
Americans,
FOB.
Nigerian
Yeah,
Americans.
Now if you're FOB, all the girls want you now.
Yeah, now I'm saying I feel like when you come down, they be like, oh, FOB, like that shit is gonna make you feel some kind of
It's
way.
bad, it's bad.
So yeah, like it's actually
Psychologically.
bad. So when they're trying to identify, you're gonna be like, hell no, you don't know shit.
yeah, that's how I
Just
feel.
imagine
That's
though.
how I
Yeah,
feel.
like just be quiet, like you don't know what you're talking about. You don't live the life, you don't know anything. So is that FOB you heard when you came here? That's
Yeah,
just
'cause-
kinda like
Yeah, like don't tell me it was bad then and
Yeah,
because
now
it's
it's
a
okay,
trend.
yeah.
And now then what was I?
Just like that, the whole dark skin.
Well, just imagine though, I was born here. They were calling me, you know how back then they used to call you African blue scratcher, this,
Right,
that.
right.
Okay, I went to Nigeria, lived 5 years. When I came back, they were calling me FOB.
FOB.
So when you see both sides of
Drill.
when you,
I really drink.
all I hear is drill.
Nothing drill.
All I hear is drill on one side, drill on the other side.
Drill plus drill equals
when
double drill, bro.
when you see both sides of the spectrum of the stigma of this thing, you can understand
I feel
both sides.
Yeah.
You can
That
understand
makes sense.
why people want to be able to know, okay, even though I was born here, I'm still Nigerian by heart.
Right.
And those over there will say, okay, I want to feel modernized.
Exactly.
Nigerians want to feel modernized.
If you are
I
not-
feel like you should be able to come to a bridge of understanding.
Yeah, like me now, I don't feel if they're trying to identify with Nigeria, that's fine. Like you're trying to learn the culture, that's a good thing. Like I really don't like that. Actually, a good thing. But
I don't care. That's
Yeah, I'm saying-
what you're
I'm saying that I don't care
If you haven't touched down to the
But
motherland,
sometimes it's too
don't
much.
talk shit about nobody. Because there be
The way
those
they
people
do
that
it,
never been to
sometimes it's
Nigeria
too
a day in their life, trying to like call people false, like to call people out and shit.
Sure.
For me, my whole take on the whole thing, I feel like it boils down to respect. The reason why I say so is this, because like, all right, so that whole FOB time period is like 3-4 years ago, where like anybody was like, if you had like a Nigerian accent or whatever, or you came from Nigeria, blah blah blah, and it was like, oh, this person is FOB. It was like, you know, they laugh at you, whatever and whatnot. And then like now this whole wave of everybody trying to identify with being like, you know, identify with their roots and everything. Exactly. Everybody want to be Before we were recruiting died, bro. We were out here struggling.
Everybody's hiding.
Bring people to the meetings. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I feel like what happens is like there's a new dynamic of like, especially all of us, like we're growing into this stage where we're like in our early 20s and whatnot. Everybody's trying to be more like be in better touch with themselves. You know, everybody's trying to find is on that journey of discovery, and in doing that, a major part of that is the roots of where you're from.
Right.
You know, and that's the wave here. But like, I feel like the biggest thing for Nigerians or people that have lived in Nigeria and experienced it and come here, the reason why I feel like that the acceptance is hard is because it has to come with the respect of the experiences they've had. You know, like not just the culture, apart from the culture, but I feel like the psychology of life and the way of life in Nigeria is something so unique. And it's like no one wants to, like, if you haven't experienced it or not even just experienced it, but nobody wants that to, like, wants any part of it to be watered down or be taken from it. You know what I'm saying? You can't insult it, or you can't like, if you don't understand it, you just don't. You know? And so nobody wants to be like, oh yeah, and like kind of like appropriate it. You know, that's what it is. Because but if there's like someone trying to genuinely know where they're from, know like the culture and all that kind of stuff, as long as you have that respect mentality about like respecting the heritage of that Nigerian traditional life, then I don't have a problem with it at all. But like let's learn about it, you know what I'm saying? Like know the roots. Don't just try to like, oh yeah, famzine. That's what we call Nigeria. Just forming familiarity, man. No, they form familiarity, bro.
It's not about arguing.
All they know is Chuka. Everything's Chuka.
It's not everything Chuka.
Yeah, it's not everything Chuka. It's not everything. And then I bet no.
Everything's
chill, bro.
Every time
I know Ice
I just not the only spot, my guy. Check out Cafe
That's the same
Soul
people that
Guy.
they've never had that mama food.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Nah, but yeah, but I feel like like especially like Chuka, I feel you small because like I was born in Nigeria, but my family moved out here when I was like 7, so I kind of grew up here, and then I went back to Nigeria for like middle and high school, and came back for college. So like it's a mix and whatnot, but like I feel like us, like all of us in this room actually right here, because we both lived in both cultures. I feel like we're a new class of
Africans.
I'll say hybrid Nigerians, you know, and that's like there's like a new. It's not. I don't want to say class or anything, but there's like a new.
It's a new dynamic.
It's a new dynamic. It's a new dynamic, and I feel like we actually bear the responsibility of making that bridge. You know, of building that bridge, because we can see both sides, like you were saying, you know, and because at the end of the day, like if you're Nigerian, bro, you're like your family's Nigerian, you're Nigerian. If you are born in, so why are we, you know, why the conflict? All these things, a lot of dialogue. Exactly, it's all in our blood, man. It's our mannerisms, our characteristics, our taste buds, you know. The hair, all that stuff, man.
I can't be eating burger in the morning. I be eating a goosey soup and a gonna soup in the night time. What kind of human being are you?
You know what's kind of scary though? It's like, you know those like
hybrid
native meetings, like they every like our parents go to like every once in a while. Like, when's the last time you went?
Bro, like for me it's so weird.
We don't go no more.
Bro, I'm trying to start like this man was talking about that stuff. We have to do it.
No,
we have to.
That shit is it's not dying. No. You guys don't say that because like. There are new people coming there are new people like.
But the next stuff is supposed to be us, and like I feel like a lot of our generation is flooded with this. Like,
but what about the previous generation? What about the generation before?
Right before us.
We have
like you guys like 30s and 40s.
Like the guys are already in their 30s, like late 20s. They're grown up. They have their diplomas. They have their jobs. Like you don't see them in those type of things.
I don't. They're not doing it.
No, I'm not saying
like our generation identifies with like tradition more than they do. More so.
You disagree. He thinks like the generation before.
I do.
You think the people at their late 20s right now?
So he thinks like my sister that just got married, and his sister, they identify more with the culture than we do.
But your sister's our age rate.
That's my age.
Now the thing is this, right? I feel like what it is that like now that it's like pertinent again, it's different. Like people are more so inclined to do UIU or like the or more Yoruba Unites, like all this kind of things, just because of like the events that they're rolling out, and it's like it's nice to do and whatnot. But I feel like a couple years ago, man, all that stuff was not really. The only thing that was popping was NY Nigeria Youth Alliance parties that like the high schoolers that trying to be like forming college kids would go to, you know. But like apart from that, like there wasn't really a scene of like this whole thing. Now people are joining dynamics. Like what's the UIU was having like a gala night, and bro, we trying to go for that joint. Like you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like it's different vibrations plus a lot of like good. Energies coming out of Texas, you know. The Nigerian Texas are really moving for it. Hey, y'all doing your thing, man.
Dallas, area. But like the thing is,
what the fuck?
I feel like it's changing. I feel like that whole meeting, that old school type of like town hall meeting every Sunday. We go there and like talk about like like the treasurer, somebody's like the vice president, somebody's like that shit is like I feel like that shit's all dying, bro.
I don't think so.
I think so. I
don't think so. Because me, for my village, we got our own youth. We have our own like
youth group or something.
Group. And from time to time, we host the adult shows. Like we actually like host, like we make sure we meal, do everything like
here.
Yeah, here.
I think what it's saying is that the whole dynamic of coming to
Basically,
talk about how we're going to bring the village's community up, how you're going to.
So basically,
add to Nigeria. They're not doing
Yeah,
that.
I feel like that shit is like even
Igbo Union is best.
It's- yeah,
Hey, they sent Igbo Union packet.
Igbo Union is not the same, bro.
They're not there anymore.
Igbo Union is
The
not
thing is this.
I mean, they're still Igbo Union, but
I think-
they're not in that.
in that place.
same
I think what it is, right, is that there's not enough of us that are like seeking channels of engagement or the opportunity to get engaged if you wanted to plug in. It's just not as readily available. But there's a lot of organizations. I'll tell you for a fact. Like it doesn't matter where you're from. If you're from the north or the east. First of all, I'll tell you guys about this organization. That's it's like the umbrella organization, NIDO, that exists. They're Nigerian consulate. NIDO means Nigerians in the diaspora organization, and so it's like the parent umbrella like organization. And I think our district is the head district of the Atlanta office. Like presides over like 16 states and Puerto Rico, so it's huge. But there's a lot of like opportunity we can do. There's a lot of like opportunity for engagement. We just have to plug in. That's the thing. Like we have to actually actively look into like engage. You know what I'm saying? And like just come together on things. And it starts with things like this, man. Like infusing our culture of who we are into like the daily things that we like to do. You know, like drink wine and
you're supposed to be drinking for me now.
I'm telling you, that palm wine, bro.
That's not what
On top of that palm wine, my
Last time I
guy.
drank palm wine, I was like 14.
Bro, you
The first time I drank my wine, I was like probably 7 or 8 years.
I was mad young.
I was in the village.
My mom only she told us before we take that fresh one, that fresh palm wine when it just first tapped it from the tree. But like,
Alcohol.
that's the reason why now. Most was very protective.
I'm falling asleep, bro.
My older sister, bro, she
Because I smoked custard cup.
Bro,
I drank it when I was
I actually went with my dad, bro.
That's that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
tree?
My dad
Hell
came
yeah. You put that like that rope around you.
Bro,
Rope up.
bro, I don't know.
That shit's scary though.
That's why all Igbo diesel.
Bro, when you climb that tree, your toes is drilled. At the bottom of your toe. Because you gotta keep going up and you gotta put it, it's on your waist. I know how to do
You
it.
done before?
Yes, I used to do it.
One of them. Hey, this guy.
The only open that one.
Village champion right
Yeah, I'm
now.
telling you.
Trust me, like if you're a Lagos boy, you're gonna do everything. Fruits, the fruits trees. I don't know. I don't
You guys know
know.
this thing? What's that?
Dara.
No. I don't know what the name is. The fruit that's like green that has like a lot of like spikes on it. Inside it's like hella seeds.
Yes, I
that
know
white
what you're
one. That's like white with green one.
I think it's
With black seeds inside.
It's not guava. It's like
It sounds like salsa.
Yo, if you see that tree, everybody's eyes will be.
Everybody put
I know, you know Adara, the orange one that's like chewing gum. It's like sticky on the inside. It's like,
That's an Igbo name. That's an Igbo name. Agbalamo was only Yoruba. That stuff was like, Agbalamo.
When the season comes, everybody's Agbalamo seed everywhere.
Yeah. But guys,
Coconut seed.
what about cashew?
Oh, I
We
like
used to be having
that.
cashew seeds.
I was
Cashew
talking
nuts,
about
yeah,
those.
I was just, bro. Hell
I was
yeah.
talking about to coconut.
And banana, bro.
What about fruits?
That's fruit is the best fruit ever.
The name is fruit. We don't know what name is.
That's why we call it fruit. We call it
We
fruit.
used to have fruits. I'm like, wait.
Some of them is yellow,
green.
and some is green.
Bro,
But
this
the
is
inside is red.
Red, bro. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
Bro,
Like, guys who carry bags.
I'm trying to know what it is, but we haven't named for it. We don't
Yeah, you carry a school
We know
bag.
that's fruit.
You carry a school bag. But it's like you see like 10 different trees lined up.
Just start
You just be seeing branches moving.
like.
What about Shinge?
Shake it,
Shinge, you
bring
guys
it.
know Shinge?
That's
Shinge now, yeah.
Shinge, termites.
It's a termite.
Shinge when it rains now.
When it fires,
When it
you
rains
know
now, when you turn lights, you on lights, bro. When that thing pocket
You
die.
pocket die.
I see that joint raw, bro. When I was a child, bro, I'll take the wings off that joint. That's what I'm talking about the same thing now. Shinge termites. Shinge when it rains now.
The flies.
Where you fry you go to the roast it. They roast it.
Now use it with kukwa.
It's flies.
That tastes
wings.
You remove the wings and you fry it. They roast it.
They roast it, yeah.
Then you do that thing, you do this shit to the wings and fly out. Oh, shit, bang it. Now you feeling this.
I probably haven't had
Now
it
you
before.
feeling me.
I probably had it before. I didn't like it.
See, bottom line, Nigeria sweet die.
If you go to Nigeria is one of the best countries ever. To me, that's one of the best countries ever.
In my veins, my guy, every day, bro.
Just in the blood, in the blood.
I think the thing is like what the sweet thing about Nigeria is like it's a communal feel, man. Like like society is based on community. It's not like oh me myself and my family or only me like what do I do? It's not about personal success. America's all individualistic.
Yes, that's everybody's family.
If you want to,
like you can be on the street like your neighbor can flog you when you're messing up.
Yes, my mom used to call my
bro.
uncle. My uncle.
Everybody's your uncle. First of all, one rule of being Nigerian: everybody, all your mom's friends, all your dad's friends, all your mom's friends and aunties, all your dad's friends and aunties.
If they born you with wake up and don't greet them when you
don't greet now.
I know.
And don't curtsy if you're a guy like this, woman.
Don't dobala.
No, Dobala is Yoruba.
If you want to feel real genuine love, bro, go to the village at Christmas time.
Oh, it's a wrap.
That's
Place on that red sand, bro. That red sand.
Yeah,
You're probably not go to the village. You're probably not go to the village. You're probably not go to the village. Igbo people. Yeah.
That's why.
But us Igbo people, bro. Go to the village.
I only went to the
Red
village
sand.
twice for Christmas.
Where your cousins, everybody
Everybody come home.
I stayed in my
Everybody come home for vacation.
Everybody come home.
Bro, we got big old house. Everybody's
I remember my aunt. Oh, so everybody sleep everywhere. There's no room. There's no room.
Pop, big ass.
That shit's real love,
Real love, man. Real love.
I didn't stay. I didn't go to the village.
I think I'm going to church. Unbelievable.
We go to Pentecostal.
Cheer up him inside for you.
Pentecostal's like.
No, I didn't go to the village that much. I never went to the village because my dad was always here. But I went to Ajegula. That's where I spent all my Christmas.
Yeah.
My grandma used to buy us banga. Like it's like it's not even. It's like 10 of. It's like 12 kids, 20 kids. They all go stay at my
This how you know
grandma's.
you're a G, man. This how you know you're a G. When you light that banga, you hold it.
Hold it.
My older sister, bro. My sister.
If you don't know how to hold banga, you're not legit.
Exactly. You got to let
It took me a long time to hold banga. Many Christmas.
Hey, if it's
And they go boss for your house. Many a Christmas.
You have to hold the whole three.
All three.
Hell no! That's the throw the last one. They're trying to burn. When you hold 6 sound. When you hold 6 sound, I have to be burning. 6 sound.
Before just to know that I could do it, but like after
It
that,
hurts. But
Your hand will burn. You'll be black.
Yeah.
This nigga is crazy. Don't hold that shit.
You know, 3 rounds, 6 rounds. And they put it on the ground and they make the car, the car alarms go
Bro,
off.
let me tell you the worst thing that I did. One day I was in.
Push you.
I went to.
Oh, bro, she go pursue you, bro. He go pursue you.
I went to Lagos with some family friends that we have, right? This one of the last Christmas that I had, bro. And their dad, like, we were just chilling, bro. The pops just came back and just brought like this. And it comes that black nylon, that black.
Oh, is it bomb?
He brought so much, bro. Banga nine.
That's the one
That brought he brought rockets, bro.
Rocket!
Rocket, but you have to set that shit right. You have to put the stones right. Bro, me, I'm out here working with girls, bro. I was not being a girl too.
You did.
Yeah, we set these stones, bro. Hey, wait, hold on. First of all, we're not trying to be sexist, saying girls are not like able to do it. Women are. Listen, mom. I grew up in a crib with 8 women. My mom's my whole life and everything, man. My older sister more G than any of these niggas, bro. I'm telling you. But anyway,
No, you must be
yeah, my sister G. Shout out to her, that body. She out here. But yeah, bro, we went to our put stone and we didn't set the stone right. So me doing bad guy, doing engineer, future engineer to me, put this thing, bro. Astrophysics put stones, bro. My dummy self now let the stone here just slip, bro. Because of the pressure now, because you're going lighter here. Bro, let me tell you something. That rocket went like this. Roll, enter under somebody's car. Boom! Jesus is Lord. My guy, we tear race, bro. Bro, the thing, bro, the car lifted up, bro. Bro, I promise you, I thought this person's car, bro.
Those are illegal,
Jesus Christ, my
those are
guy.
illegal.
It was illegal, it's contraband. Bro, that thing was like a bomb, boom. It shook the whole street, my guy. It shook the whole street. I'm just go like hundreds of feet in the air.
That's just bro, that thing, the car alarms go off.
Bro, you know that car caught fire on the
bottom, but it went out, bro. I'm telling you, it's just God that saved us.
Yeah, because
and it was like it's on the road where all the cars are double parked on each side, bro. If that car went off, all these cars, the whole neighborhood was going on fire, my guy. Bro, after that, nigga, we went and sat down. It was New Year's.
Sit
bro,
down
we
in
sat
your
down
house.
in that church. Bro, we sat down at home and reviewed all these services.
Think of the pastor
My
said
guy,
Sunday.
it was not a joke, man.
The dog was scared, bro.
Yeah, the dog. Wow.
bro.
Nah, we in Ajagala we used to do street wars with Banga, so it's like we show like who was the who.
You guys are all broken.
So it's like Ajagala is face me, I face you.
Yeah, like
so like face me, I face you houses are kind of houses where it's like all the houses. It's not a story build. Some of them are story builded.
one passageway.
One passageway, and everybody lives in like.
Slap me.
It's like
the houses are
it's like
literally
prison. It's like jail. It's like jail.
So it's just
It's like jail. So
street. It's a one-lane street that both oncoming cars share.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you could be wanting to go, and you have to wait for the next person sometimes.
So it'll be this compound versus our
That
compound.
compound, yeah.
So they'll put tables,
compound will have
they'll
like
stack up
7
tables, everybody's ready. Once you come, the big dudes, they get drunk and they start it. So they start shooting, you know. We used to do that back.
Not shooting guns, bro. Throwing the back.
But not shooting guns, we throw bangers back
I'm
and
sure they were
forth.
shooting guns too.
In Nigeria, they shot them.
But free that thing, we they shoot for air. We know they shoot persons. Bro.
No.
Nigeria, we know they kill people anyhow. We know they do like
No, they
that.
don't kill people anyhow. But they don't shoot. We don't shoot sunsets.
We know, yeah, we know they do all this
Yeah, we
guy.
don't do this.
If he's still in the market,
If
if he's still in the market,
tired.
I forget the day I saw somebody get
Bro,
burned.
don't tell this guy stories.
That's-
bro.
we don't-
Don't if you people come visit Nigeria, bro.
Just come and enjoy it.
Come on, top suya, man.
You love it.
Our rice is nice.
Jollof fries.
Bro, come on, party.
We have meat pie.
Come on, party with the real, bro. Like, let's talk about
Mr. Beast is dead.
nightlife, bro, in Nigeria, my guys.
I didn't
The
expect
best
Bro,
life
we
is
turn up to
The best
we turn up
nightlife
to
is
dawn.
Suya stand, okay?
We turn up to dawn, my
Hey,
guys.
Suya stand. Let me
This
tell
guy
you.
said,
Oh,
or you guys didn't go clubbing when you guys left.
No, we want
If we go to club, they're gonna slap me back up.
give you so much.
We was big boys, my guy. See, one of my boys, right? One of my pops, my guy's dad owned like a massive hotel that
Got
had
you
like
a big
the
ball.
most popping club. My guy. I was 13 years old. We're young, bro. We didn't even know what bottles, bro. We just do bottles. We just have, bro. People try to be in our section. We just flexing, bro. We didn't even know what we're doing, bro.
Yeah, we have beer power in that
Bro.
compound. On the floor, like, my
Don't put all
compound.
this stuff.
My compound, we have
This guy
game house.
lived it, bro.
But I used to carry out the crates.
You know what I'm saying? Go and carry all the things.
We have game house.
Niggas used to be rich in Nigeria for real,
Bro, all you gotta do.
I remember the first
Listen,
time
listen.
I went to Justin's
Let me tell you
house.
something about
Let me tell you, this
Bro.
nigga Justin's house, bro. Fucking huge, bro. First time I went to Nigeria, that's the first house I saw a washing machine in Nigeria, bro.
Bro, folks, we feel like they rich.
Washing machine in Nigeria.
Listen, you never enjoy your money in any place, I feel like.
Nigeria, man.
I don't know about these like South American countries because some of them maybe haven't likes, but Nigeria, if you get bar, bro, you go feel on.
Yeah.
You like bars in Nigeria.
Bar is money.
If you have bread,
Bro,
I'm telling you,
that shit's
enjoy your
bro.
money, man. Food is cheap, gas is cheap.
Nigga, what?
Even though gas prices we be complaining, I feel, but if you
Yeah.
change it to America, bro, it's cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? Like lifestyle is lit, bro. Lifestyle is lit. It's lit, man.
You guys said
I never
Buddha,
reached
star,
these to go
small
club.
star, everything. You copy, they said everything. Yeah, bro.
Brother kill.
House will have 10 rooms for what? For what? 10 rooms in a house for what?
Everybody comes to our compound.
Did you guys sell catfish?
Bro, he sold everything.
What?
Nigga.
Catfish, man, you know?
Yes, nigga, say everything.
Like it's like a joke and it's gonna come out.
You like I used to like when the cat don't have the catfish in there.
Lagos,
I'm saying our compound was a joke. Because
These
we
are
had
Lagos
game
boys,
house.
by the way.
We had game house at the back. We had legacy beer power in front.
His compound was good for him to play.
We didn't have a full gate. So like
Half gate.
half gate, that gate, the other side.
Drill.
I mean that compound is for everybody.
Bro,
That crib for everybody.
Our boy was lit though, man.
Everybody in there, man.
Bro, we that they go downstairs, fetch water like what? Like kind of 50 liters.
How you want to back you don't fetch water?
Well,
Wow.
you go further from well, they pour am small.
Oh my God,
Yes,
wait.
50 liters.
We have to do another episode where we talk about like Nigerian lifestyle, but like yeah, man.
The next episode will definitely, when we have this cool, we're
Next
gonna
time,
talk about
next
lifestyle in Nigeria. Like that's different. But right now we're just talking about like the culture. We're just trying to dilute, trying to explain what we experience. But overall, I feel like we all have like good perspective. Like everybody live differently, but it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like you could tell like we all relate to each and every like in different aspects. And that's why I love being Nigerian. That's part of
that's what ties into Nigerian identity, man.
Definitely.
And that's why when we out here, man, it reminds me
Let's
like
wrap this up.
focus, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up. But first of all, we gotta shout out to the last people that viewed our shit. Thank you so much. I'm liking it.
Shout out to my mama, man. She made me.
She told me we can't do that no more.
No, really? Shut up, man.
I would have to leave the show, bro. You see how I got so much.
I got to talk. He said we can't play a shout out. He said no.
Yo, got to talk. You don't get my mom. You don't get my mom. Shout out my mama, man.
I never finished my liquor.
That's
Not even liquor. I never finished it.
Shout out my sisters, man.
Shout out my
My mom's birthday coming up in a few days.
Well, thank everybody for watching the show. I don't know if we're ending up right. Does anybody want to say anything else?
Who's going to play FIFA?
Let's go to sleep, bro. We got
Y'all told me there's gonna be food, bro. What is that? You got chicken?
That's a
They got chicken?
That's like the cafe, right?
Is it?
Shut up, yeah. You gotta go get some food.
Yeah, man. Don't shout at my cat.
Shut up,
Is it a black owned business? Yeah.
Shout out to my
We'll have more in store though. We have a lot of conversations, and we still want you guys to come on, even though you guys are being shy right now.
Remember,
Between the minds.
Between the wine and business, but yeah, it's still between the minds.
Between the mind and business and
Yeah, we have to link up for the one time, and there's gonna be more linking up. So check us out, man. More videos, more content.